Whether you're bored on a Friday or Saturday night and you have nothing to do, promise me this. Never play this game. Please. This is Underworld Ascendant. Don't go away. So, first off, why did I play this game? Well, you see, I did the playthrough of all Resident Evils for about 11-12 months, and also the Harry Potter playthroughs. They both ended at the same time. I'm still waiting for Village Gold, but right now they are both ended at the same time. So I'm in this gaming limbo of what do I play? And I have a lot of stuff lined up now, thanks to searching up online, some games that I've wanted to play for a while, and suggestions made to me by some people who are on my Buy Me a Coffee page. But for the time being, I thought, what could I slide in here? I could slide in an indie game, probably. Oh, what's this? On sale? PSN? Underworld Ascendant? The pictures look good. So I thought, yeah, sure. On paper, this game is pretty cool. It looks like Ziggurat, but has the engine of like Ark or The Forest. On paper, sounds good. On paper, it sounded good. But it was horribly executed. First off, this game runs so bad. It's a 7-hour game that got stretched to like 8, 9, 10 hours for me. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the fact my game crashed 8 times in a 7-hour game. Blue screen all the way through. Not only does this suck, there's no autosave in this game. It's manual save only. So you blue screen, go back to your last manual save. And I don't even know what to tell you about the story. You spawn in the dungeon and it's like, this is cool, explore the dungeon. But then you get out into your hub world where it's like, you gotta help these people. By people, I mean lizards. Lizards, yeah. And there's these other factions like the Shamblers, the Expedition, the Elves. Never saw the Elves or the Shamblers once ever, by the way. But I don't know why these lizards are here, why I'm here, what they're doing here, what their goal is, who the enemy was. But what do you really do in this game? Well, you get quests from the main lizard who says, go into the dungeon and do the quest. And it could be anything from go get this mana core to go and rescue this lizard or go and clear the enemies out of this area, stuff like that. And that's okay. I like that stuff. But here's the problem. Any type of movement in this game, I dreaded. Now, movement happens 24/7 in this game. You're constantly running around looking and exploring these dungeons. So I dreaded the whole game. Let's see. The clunkiest game of all time. Walking is okay. Running? You call this running?
Dude, the sprint is so fucking slow in this game.
The first skill I got in the skill tree was run faster. Complete joke. Does not run faster. Jumping is clunky. Crouching is clunky. Getting around any sort of object. Like, there were spots where it's like, oh, build these boxes up so you can climb up to a higher ledge. The boxes, you can put them on, by the way. Just picking up a box is already hell. Putting a box down and then jumping onto it, it's like empty air you're jumping onto. It's so light and flexible. Like, the box goes anywhere. And jumping onto rope? I don't even want to talk about rope. It was the sketchiest thing ever. It was like you just jump and hope God has you in his hands. Because most of the time, jumping in games results in you having some sort of security. You are making this jump based off the fact you know you could make it. Jumping from point A to point B. Even risky stuff like jumping in like Tomb Raider and using your thing to swing you across is risky, but you know it's doable. It works in this game. So you do it and you don't even notice. You just do it and it's like, I'm not even nervous about this. There's a rope in the game. In Underworld Ascendant, I'm nervous 24/7. And I died a million times because whether trying to swing was too clunky or my guy didn't grab on, or he pulls himself up with his, I don't even know, his mouth because his hands are free.
God, that's janked.
combat's okay. You do get swords and stuff that break down, which is fine. If they break down, sure. But as long as you can repair them with an easy repair system. That does not exist here. And the whole combat at first is okay, just like the rest of the game, but then it quickly dwindles into boring. Because you have a heavy attack. You also have a light attack, but the game continuously says, only use heavy attacks. So it's like, fine, I'll use heavy attacks. You have a different heavy attack animation though. Charging it when moving left is different from moving right, different from moving forward, different from moving backward. The thing is, the backwards one is a lot better because it's a poke, like that, which results in a faster hit, more accurate, and faster recovery. So why would I do any other ones? So the entire game, I use the exact same attack animation the entire way through. Now the other side of this is magic, mana. Sucks. The whole reason why is the risk versus reward system is completely broken. On the risk side, there's too much risk. Your mana reserves are too low. You get 3, maybe 4 magic attacks per game used with the rune set, which the rune set for magic is pretty cool. I was thinking, this is cool, I got these runes and I thought I could plug them in, sort of like a create your own magic. What if I do two wind stones with an earth stone? What could that make? No. You get preset cooked recipes of magic that mostly all suck. But they only really do suck because of the risk versus reward. Well, what's the risk? Well, you only get like 3 or 4 of them. So why would I waste a bunch of attacks that do almost barely nothing, like hold an enemy still? I don't need a free shot because they're so easy to kill anyways. I only used it for healing because the healing items in this game are very rare.
Fall damage.
So I never really explored any other type of magic. Plus, if you're in a situation where I was in one time, I got royally screwed, I was using the attack one, which is minimal damage, by the way. You need like 3 or 4 of them just to kill one skeleton. But I wanted to try it out. The thing is, using an attack with mana has a chance to cause exhaustion, which does damage to you, bounces you back, slows your speed. So I was in the middle of a fight, used it, backfired on me, which sure, that's cool, but it completely screws you. So everything for gameplay in this game so far is crappy, doesn't work, clunky, unbalanced. Presentation is the only part of this review where I will say some good things here. I actually like the way this game looks. It looks like Ziggurat, one of my favorite games of all time. And, you know, visually, the lighting, the enemy design, very cool. Oftentimes, I would turn a corner and get actually spooked by some enemies just right there in my face. Also, the skeletons aren't just skeletons. Some have some cool design. Some have some weird dark cloud around them. Some have some cool looking armor. So honestly, whoever sat behind the actual coding for this game would just design some stuff. Good job, dude. Now the menu system sucks. I swear, one of my biggest pet peeves is a game with a crappy menu system, because it's a thing that you can have simple. You don't have to have it crazy chapters. The menu system's main responsibility should be held by the designer, not the guys who develop how to work through a menu system, but the guys who develop how it looks. Visually, a menu system should be pretty cool. This was not, and it was shit to navigate. Anytime you want to look at an item, I would have like 2 or 3 bars up of description. Like if I wanted to look at, oh, look at this item, I would be just like advertise. It would be like 10 advertisements coming on screen.
I can throw that in with...
Trying to unequip an item from the hotbar sucks. Trying to get an item to the hotbar sucks. And it even says down there, X to hotbar or hold X to move. That worked 20% of the time. Audio logs in this game, forget about it, literally. I was like, when I first saw the audio logs, which are these like red glowing things, I was like, audio logs, bang, that's good job. Anytime you could have a text in the game versus an audio log, always choose audio log. And if you really want to be cool, audio log while you don't have to look at it. Like Doom 3, you had audio logs that you could click play, leave that menu, walk around, and still have the audio log
for
playing.
Phil Wilson, medical technician, Delta Labs, October 20th, 2145.
In this game, you get an audio log, but it just goes into the audio log file. You have to go find it. And I had like 20, 30 audio logs, so if I picked up like number 31, I don't know what it's called. I don't remember the exact name. It's not like they're numbered. I just pick up an audio log, and it always starts at that menu at the first audio log you picked. And you would think, well, this is the second, the third, the fourth. That's not how it worked at all. In fact, I don't know how it worked. The entire menu system was trash. The only thing that was good was the map. The map was pretty okay, but that's it. So for overall impact, I gotta be honest, I would not recommend this game to anyone. And I did not enjoy my time with the game. And if I had to take one tagline, which I like to say this a lot in reviews, if I had to take one word and put it to this game, I would make this game frustrating. Everything I wanted to do in this game, what you have to do, there's an element of just frustrating design. Oh, open up a chest to see what kind of stuff you got. Well, guess what? The same button to pick items up is the same button to close the chest. So you pretty much spam square until you hopefully pick the items up. But you have to be crouching most of the time. So what you have to do is you have to crouch, look in the item. But because the game is so clunky, you just bounce up and down like it's a trampoline trying to get the rune in this game. Oh my god, I'm serious, this game sucks. Fall damage is crazy.
Fall damage is
considering how bad this game is movement-wise, you would think they would be lenient with the fall damage, but no, it's a lot of fall damage. And I was never really able to gauge how much damage I would take when jumping from one area to the next. When you rescue lizards, they become your allies in that area. Too bad the AI is only on half the time.
Get him. Get this guy. Damn, lizard, dude, my ally.
I seriously got screwed in some areas because I was like, I'm low on HP, ammo, everything else. Let me just unlock the lizard gate. I'll rescue this guy, he'll help me fight. Sometimes he walks out and throws down one-shot skeletons, comes in hot. Other times, he stands there and does nothing. Overall, quest design is pretty bad considering I cleared the entire first dungeon without knowing what I was supposed to do until I realized, oh, without the game telling me I'm just supposed to go back to the main hub, I'm supposed to accept a quest from this random lizard in the corner to activate the first quest. Okay, so what is it? Oh, rescue one of these thieves. Well, I've already did that. In fact, I already did rescue him and carry him all the way back to the hub world. In fact, the guy I'm supposed to rescue is a merchant sitting beside the lizard who's telling me to go rescue him. So, you would think, with good game design, you accept this quest and it's an autocomplete. You accept it and a couple seconds later it's like, oh, the game realizes he's already rescued. He's out of his cage, he's at the camp. Nope. I was like, okay, maybe if it's like I go and open the cage and close it, then the game will think that I did the quest. Nope. So what I had to do was, without even the blue screen, I redid the entire quest by loading an old save. Totems in this game. You don't have arrows, you're screwed, because what totems do is, when hit, they emit a huge blast of, I don't know, fire? It doesn't say. Well, you only have one ranged weapon in this game, the bow and arrow. And if you don't have arrows equipped enough, at least 15, which is quite a lot, honestly, you're screwed. Because you can't go up and attack this thing with your knight. How do you get more arrows? Well, you run the entire way back with the slow movement, buy arrows, come back. At least 10 minutes have passed by. And to top it all off, there's a hunger system. In a game that has absolutely no survival elements at all, there's a food and hunger system. If you get hungry, your movement decreases even more. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this game. And I don't want to say more. 1.9 out of 10. So I believe this is the second lowest rated game I've ever reviewed. The lowest rated, by the way, if you're wondering, is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That was 0.2 out of 10. But in all seriousness, I don't ever want to play this game again. I don't want to see it. And I'm just excited for my new series coming up. I'm going to start playing through Assassin's Creed. I'm also looking at The Evil Within, among other games, mostly on Nintendo 64 and some GameCube stuff, some modern stuff, some Life is Strange True Colors, stuff like that. I got a lot of stuff lined up, honestly, so just get ready for anything. But for now, I'm your host, Cyberplanet Entertainment, and I was just review. Peace out.
My flames be dipping hard. He's literally body blocking for the fucking totem. What the hell, man?
What is up? I know what you're thinking. You're only here for the bonus Easter egg soundtrack I put in at the end of every video. But did you also know I have a donation page under Buy Me a Coffee? Donate whatever you want to my channel and I'll put half that back to an environmental charity. So that's that. Enjoy the music. Peace out.